they have to contact the people that are working under them, and then they have to go investigate it, which makes the process take this shit ton longer. And they were like, so that's number one. Like, thanks for fucking telling us, because at least we know there's a problem. And then two, you got lucky that it wasn't on. It was just running all the tests that they needed to be done before they could actually like make it go live. And I was like, thank fucking God. I was like, fuck. And then I was like asking one of the guys after, I was like, is this a pretty big tool? Because it was like, I was like still really new. And he was like, yeah, it's pretty big. I was like, how much money are we talking? He's like, probably like 100, 250. And I'm like, oh, dollars? And he's like, thousands. I was like, fuck.
Right, this is Chris with Blue Collar Church, master diesel mechanic out of Nevada.
I'm Josh, plumber out of Southern California, union plumber.
I'm Fili, a plumber, pipe fitter apprentice out of Dallas.
Strap on your work boots and grab your tool belt because you're about to step into the world of Blue Collar Church podcast, where we amplify the voices of blue collar workforce.
From welding pipe to Turner wrenches, we explore the heartbeat of hands-on industries, sharing stories of sweat, skill, and the life of the average blue-collar man or woman that keep the gears turning, water flowing, and the lights running.
This is the podcast where the real work gets its well-deserved spotlight.
What's up, you sexy blue-collar motherfuckers?
Back again.
Back again. Another
I'm going to take your line. I want to be like Fili.
Back again with some tasteful voices for your ear holes.
Serenade you with my voice, boy.
You sound like a fucking idiot.
I second that. So what do we got first, Christopher?
Let's see what we got. The staple. Blue collar fuckery.
The stoplight.
Oh,
We
We got some spicy ones today. Since Josh wanted some spiciness in the podcast again.
That's what you call it.
We're going to piss him off today.
We piss them off every day.
Blue collar fucker.
That's usual.
Oh no. Bro, just dip.
somebody
Like,
got
what is he
fired.
doing?
Oh, shit!
Looks like the border right now.
Fuck.
Why?
The fuck?
Oh, damn. Jesus Christ.
Wait, that guy that was hitting that fucking big ass wrench?
Yeah.
They were on a fucking job site. Why didn't they just like hit it with the fucking
Impact.
tractor or something?
China. You think they got that fucking equipment?
They make them there. What are you talking about?
Right? Well, can they afford it? That's the question.
That's a different question entirely.
Or an
Bro,
impact.
who stacks stuff that high? Like,
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. A lot of warehouses fucking do that shit.
yeah, but they usually have like shelves.
Well, I'm figuring the person that stacked them was probably a lot better of an
That's what I
operator
don't
than that
get.
guy
Where
that
they-
was trying to unload them.
I didn't
Where are they
understand that
running
one.
from?
This guy's just a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to say demo, but playing devil's advocate, I think somebody didn't pay for their work.
Right.
Just fucking taking that shit back.
Dude, you can see there's already a crack in it. Oh, this is like, look at this is like Indonesia. Oh no, that's
What
a
is he
black guy.
using?
Looks
Is that
like
like
a
a
pipe.
pipe?
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, the land of no OSHA.
Yeah, bro. Like when you think about it, like we have it so good. Like, sure, we have a ton of regulations, but we're not dealing with unsafe work environments.
I
Speak for your
mean,
damn self.
I don't know about that. I don't know too much about that, bro.
Well, I mean, it could be worse.
Yeah. Like I
It could
said,
be
speak
way.
for your damn self.
It could be worse, but some places, I don't know.
I'm in a trench right now that's like 6.5 feet deep. There's no shoring, no nothing.
Hey, at
And
a
it's not
certain
stepped.
at a certain depth for you, do you guys have to put like walls or something?
That's what
Yeah.
shoring is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's shoring, and then you have
After-
to have steps to be able to get in and out of it.
No, you can change it up. If you don't want to pay for shoring, that's when you do steps. You don't have to have shoring, but if you're going that deep, you're supposed to step it off. Which, yeah, no, there's none of that.
So how do you get in and out?
Climb my ass out.
It's taller than you.
Yeah, I know. I figured
You
my
just-
way out. I
you just-
fucking Spider-Man that shit along the side of the wall and get out.
I can't imagine your fat ass spidering up that wall.
Do it all the time.
You just grab the backhoe and just lift you up.
I have done that. I've grabbed it. I say, bring it down, and I'll grab it and pull myself out.
Scoop them out.
No, I'm not that stupid. Yeah, I know.
He's like, just hook it onto the belt loops.
A massive wedgie.
The back belt loop, all right?
Bro, your belt would be crying.
My belt?
Is there a
Yeah.
weight limit on belts?
Probably, yeah.
That buckle would just burst.
And everyone would be seeing crack all day.
I swear to God, you could have given that man suspenders and his crack would have been out. I'm like, homie didn't care. He'd just be standing on like the third rung of the ladder, just like talking,
Hey,
and his
bro.
ass crack is just like eye level with you.
Hey, bro.
Like, I don't know which one to look at, bro. Your eyes or this ass, bro. You're like, this should make an eye contact with you. I feel like I'm getting pink eye from fucking like, you know,
Look,
Just
eye
visual.
level fucking looking.
hey, bro. Some guys are just gifted like me with a high butt crack, all right?
Bro, your
Yeah, I
fucking
got
butt
one
crack
of those,
connects to
too.
the top of your fucking scalp.
I have a high
God
butt crack
damn.
too. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
That's why I'm a plumber.
It's not even a butt crack. It's just a ponytail at that point. God
Could be, that's it.
damn. I don't see how y'all operate like this.
Hey, man.
You make
I
it
w-
seem like we chose this life.
Yeah, I wish there's a fucking butt crack surgery. I would get that shit real quick.
No, it fits with my trade, so it's all right.
I hate
will never
I hate
fit.
butt cracks.
I will never fit in then. Jesus Christ. I hate when my pants fall down.
Yeah. You see little dingleberries?
A lot of
No.
them.
I don't like that wind on my ass crack.
Hey, sometimes it's kind of nice, but
Yeah, especially when you're digging.
I'm good. I'll stay hot.
that's how you cool
It's a little
down.
bit of AC right there.
AC.
I was watching this video of this. I don't remember. I think they were like on some talk show or something. Oh no, it was at a comedy show. And this girl gets up. She's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And she like stands up, and the comedian's like, yeah, well, you know, everybody sees your ass. Like, crack kills over there. And then she like leaves to the bathroom, whatever. And her mom like was like, she says that's how she breathes. She needs a little bit of air escape.
Oh god.
The comedian was like, if that's how she breathes, then she must have all the oxygen. The thing was fully out. All right, what else we got?
Blue collar money.
Blue collar what?
Blue collar money.
Huh?
Huh?
Money? Do you know
What?
Shmoney?
Blue shmoney? Dinero?
I suppose you can say that with your dyslexia.
Pesos? Arriba?
The problem with this generation is they think if you're not drop shipping from a beach, you're not successful. And that's totally false. Anyone that's out there working a blue collar job, making $100,000, $200,000 a year, that's damn successful in today's economy. The problem with it is most blue-collar guys spend their money like they're millionaires. They watch social media and see how those other people are spending it, whether they're faking it or not, and try and keep up with that. And the money everyone makes on average really isn't anywhere near what it seems to be if you're just scrolling through social media. That's why I post quite a bit about some different blue-collar type jobs, because you can come out and make some pretty damn good money without a lot of knowledge. The reality is, if you're out here working hard on a budget, putting away a bit of money, you're doing pretty damn good in this economy. I find oil field and the incomes I know that it pays, it's really not that hard to become a millionaire. You just got to have some discipline, stack your cash, make some investments. Nothing crazy, just low risk, slow growth.
That
Hell
guy from
yeah.
Canada?
I think so.
I saw that patch on his arm.
Yeah.
I wonder what he does. Look it up,
I
Christopher.
think he's oil field.
That's what it looked like given the jumpsuit. What the fuck was he doing?
I don't know.
His name is Tyler Allison. Dig in.
At first I thought he was trying to strip pipe. Or strip a fucking wire. But he just kept on going and then fucking put that...
I did that
But
one
that's-
time and I sliced the fuck out of my finger.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Still haven't stripped that wire yet. I still haven't taken my copper in yet.
You know, for having 2 kids, I figured you'd be a more patient man.
Oh yeah, he's a oil field engineer.
He's probably repairing something somebody fucked up.
Probably. But I mean, this
That's
is
true,
true.
man.
Like, this is like the culture in our industry, like especially like mechanics with their fucking $40,000 toolboxes. And-
That's the fucking. That's just the mental thought of the generation as it is.
Right.
It's not even like a fucking. It's not even like a trades thing. Like everybody just lives like that.
Right.
Tradespeople
But-
just do it up because they just make a lot more money than most people do.
Yeah.
Right.
But then also, like, a lot of people, like, it's a lot different for you, Chris, but, like, couldn't be. Like, in the union, we're all just a number.
Pretty much.
So the entire time, like, when you're working, like, they always say, just save your money, because you never know when it's going to end. I mean, thankfully for me, I've been steady for 2 years straight in March on Andrew's birthday, and it's everyone like out of my hall has been, oh, I'm going to San Diego or I'm out of work. You just never know when your number's going to be called. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shit just once it's gone, you're back to the books, trying to find your work, whatever.
Right.
And then like for us, we're not a lot. So in the plumbing, I know out of like, I don't know how it is out there in Philly, but for like out here in Cali, you can't solicit your work. So you can't call companies trying to find your work. Whereas like carpenters, they're able to do that. That's how they find their work. Is carpenters, they're allowed to do that. Tile guys, iron workers, and I even think electricians too. But us as plumbers, no, we have to go straight through the hall. The hall is the one who finds us work, which my hall doesn't find work at all. I solicited myself, and I found myself work. And me and my BA got into it. But
Yeah, I don't know how that works out here.
2 years running, still with the same person, same company I solicited myself to.
Right.
Dude, honestly, like, they have so many rules and stuff in place, and it's just like, I get it, you know, you don't want so many people calling and soliciting, and, you know, one contractor that everybody wants to work for gets fucking 100 plus calls and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, hey, man,
I need a paycheck.
somebody's got to work,
Yep.
and I'd rather that be me, to be honest.
Right.
Yep.
Like,
That's what, literally, I told my BA, I was like, hey, dude. Because he asked me, he goes, oh, how'd you find the job? He goes, who do you know over there? And I was like, oh, I don't know anybody. In reality, I knew someone, you know what I mean? But he was another apprentice out of a different hall. And he goes, so how'd you get this job? I was like, oh, I just called the company. He goes, you know, I can revoke this job from you. And I'm like, well, you get paid from us working. Like, you're not going to take the money out of your check, right, to pay me while I'm sitting at home, right? Well, no, it doesn't work like that. I'm like, well, guess what? I got kids at home. I got a wife at home that I'm providing for. So are you going to take money out of your check to give to me, or are you just going to let me go work? Oh, well, this is the only time we're going to happen. But so you can't do it as an apprentice, but as a journeyman, you can do it.
Which is bullshit, because, I mean, you'll run into a lot of freaking apprentices. Like, as a fifth year, most of the time, people are going to fucking make you run your own shit. You're still an apprentice. And most of the fucking fifth year apprentices that I've met have fucking worked harder than all the journeymen I've met on the fucking job. Like, I started with my partner when he was still considered a fifth year apprentice. Bro knows more than most of the journeymen I fucking meet. And like, most of them would just be like, well, yeah, you kind of do this, this, and this. And then he'll like talk to me after and he'd just be like, nah, they made that shit super difficult. Like, you just go from point A to point B, you do this, you do that, and you figure it out from there. You do some math. And all the other guys have, 10, 12, 15 plus fucking years.
Stupid. A lot of journeymen now are like, how do I explain it? Like, they don't want to teach the apprentices because they're afraid that we're going to take their jobs. But yet, in order for them to retire, they need us to work.
Right. Well, and then the bad part about that too is if you don't teach somebody how to do the job, you're going to be cleaning up after the mistake every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Dude, and that's just scarcity mindset, and it fucks everyone up in the end. Like that fucking all the time happens to me. I'm the one that always have to fix shit.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to teach these guys, or at least let them fucking learn on the job. They're scared that they're gonna fuck something up. It's like they're gonna fuck something up no matter what. How many times, even at my level, I still fuck shit up. It's part of the job.
Yep. But you learn from your fuck ups.
Oh yeah, big time. Trust me, I don't do it again.
Which one won't you do again?
Yeah, which one?
Trust other people.
Yeah, I didn't bring it up.
In specific with what?
Jack stands maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, like I was saying, like first, second year, I didn't get taught till my third year. Like, yeah, I learned it in school a little bit, but like, we only had a week to be able to learn shit. You know what I mean? You learn more hands-on where like they're actually showing you. Like, they didn't teach me how to read plans.
Yeah.
They wouldn't teach me. I asked them, like, can you teach me how to read plans? Oh, no. If I teach you how to read plans, you're going to take my job. Motherfucker, I'm an apprentice.
Like, if you get your job taken by an apprentice, you deserve to lose that shit.
Like, just teach me, like. But no, I didn't get taught how to read plans until my third year.
That's fucking stupid.
But, I mean, finally had a journeyman who was like, all right, cool, I'll show you.
And I feel like that's a big generational thing, too. Because I see a lot of guys like that on the job where they just, like, they'd rather pick around the bush than tell you that they don't want to teach you something. And it's like, me knowing my very limited amount of things that I know, I will help somebody that's under me. Because I know what it feels like to have somebody beat around the bush and not show me what the hell they're trying to tell me in just words.
Exactly.
Dude, and I think, like, for me, I've noticed that for the old people. The old people are the ones that are, like, the gatekeepers.
Well, it's because that's what happened to them.
Right.
So they just continued the cycle. It's like the same thing with, like, generational trauma type shit. Somebody gets hurt, so they hurt the person next to them, and then that shit keeps on going in a fucking line.
Right.
And I feel like our generation and, like, the generations under us have kind of, like, realized that that's a thing. Right. And we fucking have stopped doing dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it just hurts us.
Yeah.
Depends on the situation.
I mean, yeah, obviously, everything's situational, but at the end of the day, if somebody's asking you for help and you are willingly not helping them, if they go and mess something up, I'd be like, well, I asked for help. Like, nobody wanted to show me how to do it. So I tried to figure it out. Who do you blame at that point?
Yeah. Yeah, no, like, I always vowed, like, I won't yell at, like, apprentices. Like, that are way low, like basically green stage apprentices. I wouldn't yell at them like they don't know shit. You know what I mean? Or even apprentices that are under me. You know what I mean? That they're trying to teach them. But I had this one time. One time, told that motherfucker what to do, and he didn't listen. He just stood there on his phone. Somebody else asked what they could do, and I told them to do what I told him in the first place. And he comes back and taps me on the back. Why didn't you tell me to do that? I fucking did. And you just wanted to stand there on your phone and stare in amazement. I don't fucking know. Well, no, I have nothing to do. Well, that's your fucking problem. You figure it out.
I thought that was going to be the battery story.
No, see, he was a green stage apprentice. I mean, I was pissed. Don't get me wrong. I was livid. Brand new batteries, but it can't. Dude just got out of the military and literally was his first job. He was only there for like a week.
My old foreman told me a story about when so he didn't do something because he didn't like not know how to do it, but he asked for help. And the guy, not thinking that he was going to take him serious, he was asking him about those spider boxes. And he was like, yeah, well, it has a 240 and the 120, but the 120s are all taken. So what do I do? And he's like, well, if you plug something into one side of the 240 and you plug what we need into the other side, then it'll just split it. So each side gets 120. So he's like, okay. So he ran, connected both, fucked up the machine. I think he messed up like a super expensive tool. And he's like, well, he told me to do it. And then the guy was like, I didn't think he was dumb enough to listen. And the guy, the GF, got pissed at the dude. And he was like, bro, he's fucking green as grass. He's barely been on the job site for a couple of days. You didn't think he was going to believe you?
Damn. So he put 240 to a fucking tool.
Put 240 to a tool. Fried the hell out of that motherfucker. He was like, it worked for 2 seconds, and then it just started making weird noises and smoking.
That's what happened to my charger and my batteries.
Yeah. Now imagine that on a hand tool.
They plugged your batteries into 240.
That's what Fili was. Yeah, brand new dual rapid Milwaukee charger and two 5.0s, brand new.
Yeah.
I probably had them for 2 weeks. I was going up to on top of the elevator shaft, and we were cutting in our roof drains, and I told him we're gonna need batteries because our plasma cutter the tip of the plasma cutter took a crap, and so we didn't have a plasma cutter. So the foreman was like, "Take a grinder to do it." I was like, "All right, cool, whatever." We had to get it done ASAP, so I told the apprentice, plug the charger in, get batteries on the charger. We're going to be going through batteries. Grinders go through fucking batteries like no other. Yeah. All right, cool. Get in everything. Told him, plug the batteries right here. I'll be sending you up and down, whatever. All right, cool. All of a sudden, I'm getting everything ready that I need. All of a sudden, my pack-out box is smoking. I go, what the heck? Lift, and mind you, the lid's closed, everything. Batteries. I go, what the hell did you plug into? There's a spider box. And I go, which one? The spider box over there? No. What fucking port? Oh, I don't know. I just plugged it in. You just what? And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So I instantly, as it I saw the smoke, I unplugged my charger from the extension cord. I followed the cord. And I'm like, oh my god! And I was like, dude, weren't you working with this journeyman? He goes, yeah. He never showed me how to plug it in. And he goes, I was like, he didn't show you how to plug into a spider box? He goes, no. I'm like, you're lucky I can't yell at you right now. I was like, you should have asked. And he was just like, I thought they were all the same. Isn't it just a regular? I was like, no. There's one or two fucking 240s, and you managed to find one of those two.
Hey, but isn't a 240 plug different than 120?
Yeah, you would think so, but some spider boxes, the older ones, nah.
Uh-huh.
Somehow,
fuck?
It's and it was an older. You just gotta know.
Yeah.
Are they labeled?
Yeah, they're labeled.
It says 240 on it, but if you don't know what the fuck you're looking at, it don't matter.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Damn, I didn't know that.
I ended up coming up on that deal because I only had a dual rapid. Now I got a 6-pack rapid, and it charges 3 batteries at the same time, and so it's 3 M18s and 3 M12s. I mean, I only have M18, but I kind of came up on the deal.
Right. You break it, you buy it.
Well, no, the company.
The
bought it.
company.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Somehow, those batteries, they ended up leaking acid. They're still rocking till this day.
Oh shit. Even
Wait, do
through-
you still have those?
Yeah, the batteries. Hell yeah, I still use them.
Fucking A.
Dude,
Can't
my
you call Milwaukee and get like a replacement?
warranty.
Nah, see, kind of, like your phone. How you're like, oh, you got water damage? Or you're like, no, I never went into water. Oh yeah, no, they got heat damage.
Yeah, they could
They got
tell.
fucking they can tell on that shit. If 240 went through that, yeah, no.
Dude, my fucking M18s don't last worth of shit.
Which ones do you have?
M18, fucking 5.0s, 6.0s.
Depends on what you're using it on.
Well, it's impact on my fucking
Yeah.
impact.
You're using so much fucking power on an impact.
Yeah. But dude, they last like 8 months, and then I gotta get new ones.
Oh, you're saying longevity wise?
No, they don't last. Not the amount of like juice they have, the amount how if I could keep using them.
What the fuck? Are you
Shouldn't
doing?
that be a warranty issue?
It is.
They
It's
just
3
die.
years. That's 3 years. You got 3 year warranty on the batteries.
Yeah,
Why do you buy
But-
them? Send them to Milwaukee. Send it to Milwaukee and they'll fix it.
Yeah, but
Or they'll give you a new one.
Yeah.
You're just wasting your money. You stupid idiot.
No, I warranty them.
Just like the show. The
No,
little
bitch.
video you
warranty
played.
them, but I warranty them, but the warranty runs out, so I have to buy new ones.
After 3 years.
I think it was a year.
No, batteries are 3 years. The tool itself is 5. Batteries are 3.
I don't know. My dealer always tells me, he checks like the little serial number or whatever. He tells me they're out of warranty.
They
I'm
have
sure
a serial
I'm
date
sure he
on
would
it,
love
but
to
it
tell
goes
you that
based
they're
off
out of warranty.
It goes based off the buy date as well.
Yeah.
The day you buy it. If you have the
Right.
receipt from the day you buy it, you're fine.
Yeah, I don't have receipts.
Well, I buy it from Home Depot and it's just on my account.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Shit like that, like tools and stuff. Warranty is fucking king.
Like my Sawzall took a crap, sent that bitch in.
What's their turnaround time for like fixing or replacing your stuff?
I have no clue. I turned it in the company and I didn't see my Sawzall for like 5 months.
Did you get a new one or did they like fix it?
I thought I was going to get a new one. They just changed the chuck on it.
For 5 months?
Sucker.
Well, so the way like our company does it, like they'll get like whoever turns in tools, they'll basically have a crate. And then once it gets to a certain level, then they'll take them to Milwaukee. Yeah. I had like
So it's
turned it
better to
in.
just do it by yourself.
I had turned it in like right after they had just turned in the crate.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Oh, how was I supposed to know?
You know now.
Yeah, just do it my damn self.
All right, Christopher, what else we got?
All right, ladies, let's go on to blue
Moral of
collar
the story: save some fucking money.
Yeah.
Yes. Big old tangent. Save some
I
money.
learned that one the hard way.
Don't fucking spend
Oh, how's that?
$40,000 on toolbox.
How's
Don't
that
buy
fair?
a fucking house and then get your hours reduced. It's a bad time.
At least you have upside potential on the income.
Yeah, but it's also like
The living
down
in
the
now.
road type,
Yeah.
not like.
Like how long? 2 years? 3 years?
They just started building the school, so 2.5.
Damn.
But it's not bad because by that time I'll be basically almost a fifth year. So
Yeah. Is yours the same? You journey out after 5 years?
yeah, they're all like that.
Yeah.
Well, in the pipe
Which
dreams.
gives me another fucking gripe. All right, we should fucking okay. So the way ours works is since we go twice a week and we take 2 different classes a semester. If you like mess up in one of those classes or like something happens and you miss or whatever, then they'll just drop you from the class, and then you'll have to make it up during summer school. So if we have a summer school option, shouldn't we have an option to complete those like faster and then just gain your hours on the job after that? So theoretically, if they wanted to, because a guy joined later than I did, he basically missed the whole first portion, basically missed like a whole semester, but we're the same level and we get paid the same. Tell me how that makes sense.
It doesn't.
Just because you went to summer school.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, right?
You guys only do
So
2
instead of-
classes a semester?
Yeah, so we take 2 classes a semester. So I have one class Tuesday, I have another class Thursday. And then that'll be a semester, you do 2 classes, whatever. But if you miss one of those, then you have to make it up during summer, and you have to go on Saturdays for, I think it's 8 hours. Like every Saturday for 3 months, 8 hours. I'm just like, can't we do that to get ahead? Theoretically?
Right.
Like
I get what you're saying, yeah. But
it's the dumb shit because we're still going to have to gain the hours of work.
yeah, you're working out. There's separation from your working hours and your class hours.
Right. So can't we just do the school portion faster and then, benefit from just the on-the-job training separately
Yeah, that's kind of
from
the
that?
situation I'm in right now. I'm done with school, but I don't have my working hours.
Yeah.
I was supposed to turn literally like 2 weeks. I should have been turning out.
Right. Dude, yeah, that sucks. I mean, that, I don't know. Like, compared to my industry, like, dude, compared to me, I've only been in the industry 5-6 years, and I excelled way faster in my career compared to, like, other people. Like, I know guys have been doing this for, like, 10 years, and they're not at the level I am, But for you guys, like, you're limited by your regulations. You're limited by your regulations. I'm limited by how bad I want it, how bad I want to learn, how bad I figure shit out,
Right.
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
it's also
for
like,
me, like, within 2 years, I was already, like, essentially a master tech. Like, I excelled very quickly because I hustled. I learned quick.
Yeah.
It's different in your guys' industry.
It's different because they have the regulation on it. You can only progress so fast. They don't give you the option. Because given the option, I feel like you'd have, 1, you'd be able to weed out a lot of people really fast. And 2, you'd be able to, like, actually know who's going to excel in what field and how well.
Right.
Because if you're making everybody last 5 years, yeah, you're gonna kind of have to wait for a long time to kind of like pick out of fucking every basket. You know what I'm saying? But if everybody's jumping into the I want to be done in 3 years basket, then of course that narrows it down a shit ton.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like they don't want you to have like not even really an advantage, but just like, so I'm no kids. And then there's another guy that has 3 kids that's doing the same program. Of course, he probably can't fucking do the accelerated. He can't go to school more often and just finish it faster.
Right.
But it's like you are automatically locking yourself into 5 years of this continuous rotation.
Yeah.
well, it's not even just that though either, because you also got to think about how much shit you're actually taking in of knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, have you started doing? Oh yeah, obviously you're in drainage. Wait till you get to your codes class.
Right, but like you're also taking it into account that it's not like you're just doing shit in a weekend, you know what I'm saying? Like you're still going through a whole semester.
Yeah,
It's
but you also
it's
got
16 weeks of 8 hours. Like, yeah, since you're only going that once a week instead of twice, they double the time so that you're essentially,
getting the same amount of
catching
hours.
up. Yeah, you're doing the same thing, but it's like if we have the option to do that, but for catching up, we should be able to have that option to just
Just
do
to
that and finish
Move
faster.
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, because like me personally, I want to go and do the classes to get my to be a PM. But like, bro, I'm
PM.
working 2 jobs and I'm fucking like going to school. So like, how the fuck does that help me? Like, I'd rather finish faster and then be able to go do that fucking PM training, be able to go
Right.
do those classes.
What PM training?
Project management, like you have to
No, I
go
know.
and do like all the college classes and stuff to be
Oh.
able to have like that degree. Because unless you just like know somebody and you fucking market and all that stuff, like you're not gonna be able to do it without an education.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you can. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it's also like a certain set of circumstances where it's like
Who
this
do you
guy
know?
knew me, and I knew the guy from over here, and I marketed myself and did all this.
Right.
Like, I just want to be able to go into something and be like, hey, I have this knowledge because I learned it. Let me prove to you that I can be of benefit
Right.
instead of just being like, oh yeah, I knew fucking him and her and that guy over there and
See, that's one thing I
Right.
feel
You
like.
see, that's meritocracy. That's essentially what our entire economy is set up on. The best win. You know, you
But it's
show
not
what
even
you.
that these days because it's like it's usually not the best people that win. It's usually the people that
Well,
have the most amount of people surrounding them that they know their first and last name. You know what I'm saying?
right, but that's just certain, like especially like the woke companies are like what you're saying, but in the end of the day, with the companies they want to win, they care about meritocracy the most. Like for me, like I was flat rate. My company only cares about meritocracy. They want the best tech. They want you to get the shit done quick and make the most money, you know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I guess just industry based, it's different, but
Right.
it's also just like, why don't we have these things? It's also like a thing of blue collars, probably the hardest working fucking people in our society, and we don't
Yeah.
have like basic shit like, hey, we're gonna pay you for being off for fucking Christmas and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm
When
about
you
to
can
be
go
off
work
for
a little,
fucking.
you can go work a little desk job, and they'll be like, oh yeah, we're gonna pay you 8 hours just cause you're off for the day because it's Christmas. Go have time with your family and like,
Dude, have you heard of those companies that do unlimited PTO?
no,
Yeah. There's a lot of like it's mainly in the tech companies, but they say that you have unlimited PTO. You,
fuck. You know, I feel like that's a smart idea because you would have a lot of people that you'd be able to weed out because they're just abusing it, and then you would have a lot of the people that it's like, well, I know I have unlimited, but like I'm not going to abuse it
right,
because I would feel like a dick if I'm just like calling off all the time.
right,
Because like in our industry, nobody shows up, no work gets done, they don't
Nobody
need you
gets paid.
anymore. Nobody gets paid, they don't need you anymore. If
right,
everybody just calls off, every day, uses PTO, doesn't show up, then the contractor just goes and gets new people.
right.
But it's like the fact that we don't get any PTO is
I wish I got paid
crazy.
for days like that. We are mandatory to take off because like
Oh yeah, you're telling me.
I'm about to have like a whole fucking week off.
So is that standard in your guys' industry and no PTO? You don't get vacation or anything?
We
Not
get
unless you
vacation.
get into the company.
We get vacation pay, yeah, but that's a part of our package. So like I don't know how it works for you guys out there, but for
I don't
like
think
us,
we put it in our package like request when they were
see,
doing
we already have it.
like yeah, when they were doing like contract negotiations, I think they put it in there. So it was like 30 cents every hour was going
That's
into
it?
like a vacation. Bro, we don't even have any, okay? So they were just trying to get something.
See, like me,
And they turned that down.
every hour I work, I get $2.80 an hour towards my vacation pay, which
But I don't really know how that would work for us out here though, because our scale's a lot lower.
So you guys, can you guys request vacation and you obviously you have those days off and you still get paid, or
No.
is that
No.
part, or is that
It's
part
like
of
you
your
request
hourly?
the days off, and they're like, okay, you can take those days off, and then you just don't get paid.
yeah,
Oh, okay, so it's in your hourly pay, so you're technically always getting paid.
Vacation pay, yes, but like,
Yeah.
so for us out here, like, you can do it two different ways. I get mine monthly right now, so every month is like an extra like 350, $400 on the third
okay.
of every month. I get my
Right.
vacation check, or you can do it twice a year, which is in April and in December, where you get a big lump sum.
Right. Hmm. I mean, at least, yeah, that's. I mean, at least you get paid. That's. I mean,
Yeah, no, we
I
don't get
get
that shit out here.
regular. Yeah, I get regular PTO.
Yeah, that's not a thing out here. Try to explain that to people. They're like, how do you not get PTO or vacation time? I'm like, I can get
Oh, dude.
vacation. I can get vacation time. Don't get me wrong. I take vacation though. I don't get paid.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I explain to people that I meet that like work in, little offices and stuff. Like, yeah, I took 2 weeks off and it's paid, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, we don't have PTO. We have time off. You can take whatever days you want off, bro. If you want the rest of the year off, go ahead and take it. You won't have a job when you come back and you ain't getting paid. So, I mean, hey, fuck yourself if you want.
Yep, like
But
I
it's
said,
just like,
it's fucking rain coming. I'm about to have a whole week off.
shit. I'm waiting for this freeze to happen because I know I'm going to be off for at least like 3 days.
Well, it's not a week off. I'm having Thursday for sure. I'm gonna be off. I'll be off on Thursday.
Still raining out there?
Oh, dude, it's about to fucking pour down. And
So
I'm
everything's
working
gonna
out.
be flooded?
I'm working outside. There's nothing. There's no building yet. So yeah.
Pussy.
Hey, if I could work, I'd work.
He's going to be swimming in that trench.
Right.
I'm telling you, like that. The last time it rained, that fucking trench was full. It was a pool.
Just doing that mud
The
lap.
pipe literally lifted up, like was float. And
What
mine
are
is
you guys
outside.
putting in?
On that one, it was our storm drain. Right now, we're doing sewer. So, that's a fucking story. That is a story. Let me say,
Oh,
existing
ahead.
shit is fucked up. Doing like TI
Yeah.
work. Every time, so like we finished up our storm drain.
What's TI?
Cool. Tenant improvement. So, existing building. Right,
Yeah.
that's mainly what we do is TI work. Like right now, we're doing a brand new, like it's a brand new building, but it's on an already existing school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all the conduit, all the encasements are already poured and everything. The existing stuff. Obviously, they're getting new stuff ran to the new buildings, but all the existing stuff's already there, and it's live. So we start digging like every time. It probably happened like 5 times. We start digging, boom, hit an encasement, screws it up, screws up our elevations. Which way does shit roll? Shit rolls downhill. The fucking encasement's there and it's blocking us. Like you have to have it. You have to have a certain depth to your POC point of connection, Chris. Your POC's here, and we were running like a 350-foot run of a main for a sewer, and they wanted it at a 1/4 inch per foot. We're digging, probably about 40 feet in. Boom, casement. All right, can't do it Can't do it this way because it's literally the whole entire depth. Like, can't make it go up and then down. You know what I mean? So we finally had this path to travel, and we're going solid. Boom, hit the new encasement that they just poured.
What's an encasement?
It's for conduit for the Sparkies, electricians.
Like a conduit box or something?
Well, no, it's basically like the electricians have to pour their conduit, their underground conduit, in slurry, thinner cement.
Okay.
They have to encase it into their cement so that way if anybody hits it, nothing
Like you.
fucking gets
It
electrocuted.
explodes.
You don't hit it.
Yeah, so we told them like, hey, this is the last path to travel. Like we've already gone through 5 RFIs on this request for information for you.
Did you call 811 before you dig?
No, they did. I don't know. That's above my pay grade. I just get told what to do. And yeah, Sparky's had to chip out their whole entire encasement for us to get through a path of travel. And then he was chipping it out, and he's like, "Oh, can't you just go under?" I'm like, "Dude, we got a 10-foot sewage ejector pit to put in. Like, this elevation has to meet with that sewage ejector pit. He was just like, you can't just lower it. We're like, no. Are you just going to lower finished floor?
Literally.
Like, no. This has
Put the
to work.
foundation fucking 10 feet lower, bro.
This has to work. Like, the bottom of the sewage, like, it's a 10-foot tall sewage ejector pit. Like, that's it. We can't have it clogging up the sewage. Like, it has to go at this elevation. Would you expect us to just go around? Yeah. Like, this is our 5th RFI. Like, there's nothing we can do. And mind you, he's complaining about all this, and he's on TNM. Dude, put 2 people on there. They're free labor for the day. The contractor's picking up the bill. Not you. You're not paying for all that. Yeah. Long day of fighting with the electricians today.
It always is.
Yeah,
And they always try to get in there first. Get their shit in first, get done, get out. They say, fuck you guys, fuck everybody else. They don't care.
that blue collar feud. And that's what's interesting about construction, since there's all different types of industries within one happening at the same time, you know? It's like having coordinate everything. And
Yep.
Well,
And
yeah, I mean,
plumbers
think
and
about
the
a fucking building.
plumbers and electricians are literally the first ones there and the last ones to leave.
all right, ladies,
Oh,
let's
and
move
concrete
on.
guys.
Let's
No,
move
not
on
concrete guys, really.
to blue collar story. Philly,
So
do you
who's
wanna
up
go
on
next?
that one? I
Filbert,
did.
you want to tell your story?
I just wanted to make money, dude.
All right, let's start from the beginning. Let's get this a little better.
All right.
Let's say, so education or choice. Let's start with choice. Why did you go into it?
Because I started out originally wanting to do fire, and then I went through EMS Academy, did EMS, moved to Colorado, figured out I didn't like EMS as much as I thought I did. Didn't appreciate the aspect of them just having the mentality of, if you want it, you'll figure it out. It's like, well, you know, I live on my own. I don't have really the resources to, you know, work, then go to school and just figure it out on like 3 hours of sleep a day.
Right.
And then jumped into, well, I don't like how much EMS is paying me, so I'm going to go do, you know, labor work. So I did landscaping for a while. I did pretty much any job I could that was like decent paying, that I knew I was like, it's labor. I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to be able to do it well, and I'm going to be able to hold a job steadily because I don't want to have to depend on someone to pay my bills.
Right.
Well, eventually that just became an issue where I was putting myself in a circumstance where I had to depend on Colorado weather to hold out long enough for me to also not have to depend on something else so I could pay my bills. So I said, screw it, I'm going to learn a trade. And I chose welding. So I started looking at places that I could go to learn to weld. And I think like instantly, by the time I like started looking into welding, looked into schools, probably like a couple weeks later, I was already like booked to come out to Texas, go to school, had a job, found an apartment. Within a month, I was like, I had my life planned out. Like that was it. I was going to leave. I was going to do all that. And then when I got out here, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love welding, but it is also a very big area where it's a need to know basis on, do you know somebody to get in here? Because if you don't, then it's going to be really freaking hard to find a job that's actually paying really well that you're going to be able to get into right away.
It's very competitive.
Yeah, I mean, especially in Texas, like you see these videos where it's like, oh yeah, Texas, you know, working pipeline. It's like most of those guys, they either know where to go or they know who to talk to figure out where to show up to and put their work on display.
Right.
So I started talking to freaking big boy over here.
Oh, hello. The
And be
one
like,
who told you not to go to that trade school?
yeah, probably. Yeah. Could have saved 9 months of my life.
I told you from the get-go, motherfucker.
It's all right. You
Could've
remember
been
that
a-
thing where
could've been a
about just
mechanic.
letting people learn?
Right.
Oh, hell no. I would have hated to be a mechanic.
It's not
I don't
that
have the
bad.
patience to be a mechanic.
Hey,
Not that
you could have been
Changing that alternator, I probably use about every curse word in the book.
See, diesel's different. Hey,
But
be like-
still.
You
cars
could be
are
like
different
Chris.
than diesels.
You could be like
It's-
Chris. You know how to do HVAC, electrical, fucking a mechanic.
I'm a welder.
Oh, he's a
Fuck.
welder.
I
You
wouldn't
been-
put that on your resume.
I'm Johnny Sins, baby.
His ugly cousin, maybe.
Hey, Chris, you say you're a welder, right?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that diff on the Miata?
I didn't weld it. I didn't weld it. That wasn't me.
I could have sworn. That bitch fucking broke on her way to Malibu.
It was too much power. That's why.
Okay.
No, it's too much weight.
Right? Hey, I wasn't that heavy that time.
No, but I don't know. To me, it started becoming a thing where it was just like, I know I can do these jobs. I know I can make like a semi-over decent amount of money off of doing them, but I just knew what I wanted to do, and it was get into something that I knew I was going to be able to do. I mean, first and foremost, because a lot of our job is labor. And then a big part of it was I just want to travel, dude. I never got to do that when I was younger, and I want to travel. I want to get paid to do it, and I want to be able to just fucking go anywhere and everywhere and be able to do a job that I know that I'm going to be good at. Of course, it's not like the same for everybody, but from everybody I've met at the job site, they've been everywhere. They have so many stories. They've done it for fucking so long that they're just like, it's what it is. It's the job.
Right.
And I don't mind doing that because I know no matter what, I'm going to have to provide, and I'm going to have to do that for myself.
Right.
And I wanted to have the, I guess the securance of, I know I'm going to learn this and I know I'm going to be good at it because I don't really mind the challenge of learning something. And I know how I am personally and mentally, if I'm shit at something when I first started, it only makes me want to fucking get better at it. So I was like, I'm going to get in. I'm going to learn what I can. I'm going to pick brains. You know what I'm saying? My partner, when I first started with him, he's like, you ask a lot of questions. And I'm like, I have to, bro. If I don't talk to you, we work together all the time, I'm not going to learn anything. You learn firsthand off of doing something.
Right.
And I knew hopping into the trades, that was going to be the biggest thing. I'm going to have to learn because I'm going to be doing it. I can't do something where I got to stand 10 feet away and just talk somebody into how to do something.
Right.
I can
Hands
never
on.
be tech support because, if I just got to talk you through something, bro, I'm fucked. But if I could show you how to do something, then, I could do that.
Right.
Yep.
But that was it, dude. I wanted to get into something that I knew. First of all, you're never going to run out of, places you can go that's going to need it. And then, two, I mean, if you ever need the skills to fix your own issues, saves you a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm. What was the biggest fuck up you've made?
So far, I haven't had a big enough. So I don't feel like I've been in it long enough and out of such a controlled environment that I've been able to mess up really bad. But the only time I did mess up pretty bad was I hit a emergency shutoff on one of the systems. But I got lucky because the system that I hit wasn't live; it was just running. So they were running it, doing diagnostics, dialing it in, everything. But the tool upstairs wasn't actually manufacturing anything. So when I hit that button, I didn't stop the machine. Because if I would have stopped that machine, it would have been it was a pretty big tool. It probably would have been $100,000 every 5 minutes.
100 grand, Of it
like
not
100
working?
grand out of like 100 grand of manufactured material that they would have just had to like chuck.
Oh fuck!
Because
That's
like some
not-
of those machines in there are so big and produce like such delicate material that if you shut them off, you're talking about like millions a day.
Right.
Luckily, the machine that I hit wasn't live. It wasn't doing anything, but it was also like one of those things where it was like, it was just a lapse in judgment, really, just because we were like moving from place to place. We weren't really like doing anything there too long, but we were setting one of the tools up for testing. So our crew runs all the waters for like all our tools. So that's like setting up the routes, laying it out, putting all the PVC up, making sure that nothing leaks, doing all that. So they'll go in and they'll test it. They'll turn it on, they'll turn the mains on, and they'll let the water flow through it. So before we do that, you know, since these machines are like 20 to 80 grand a pop, we don't want water to fall on them if we did fuck up somewhere. So we'll go and wrap them up. We'll put, you know, fucking barricades on everything. We'll, you know, basically like our temporary version of lockout tagout. But I reached down for something that was behind one of the tools and I bumped into the emergency shutoff. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I looked at it and I was like, I don't think I hit it that hard to shut it off. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should be okay. And then like I saw it and then it was just like, meow. And it was like fucking shut off activated, freaking pump. I was like, oh, that's not good. And I called my partner and I was like, I think I just shut it off. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I think I bumped into it and it shut off. And he's like, no, you didn't. I was like, yeah, I think it did. I was like, I don't know what to do now. Like, what the fuck do I do? He's like, call the foreman. Like, and then we have to call safety, and then we have to call the company, like, to tell them, like, hey, you need to come down and fix this because, like, we accidentally shut it off. So, like, we went through that whole thing, and they were like, well, thanks for telling us, because some people will, like, bump into something, shut it off, and then freak out and, like, dip and, like, fucking take off, not say anything. And then they're just, like, really fucked because they don't know a tool's off. Well, I mean, their major control knows that a tool's off, but then they have to contact them. They have to contact the people that are working under them, and then they have to go investigate it, which makes the process take this shit ton longer. And they were like, so that's number one. Like, thanks for fucking telling us because at least we know there's a problem. And then two, you got lucky that it wasn't on. It was just running all the tests that they needed to be done before they could actually, like, make it go live. And I was like, thank fucking God. I was like, fuck. And then I was like asking one of the guys after, I was like, is this a pretty big tool? Because it was like, I was like still really new. And he was like, yeah, it's pretty big. I was like, how much money are we talking? He's like, probably like 100, 250. And I'm like, oh, dollars? And he's like, thousands. I was like, fuck. I was like, dude. Because, like, they tell you when you get hired there, like, they send you through a whole orientation. They send you to, like, the contract orientation, and then they have, like, their separate one just for that contract. And be like, here's a list of all the things not to fucking do. And it's like, that's number one. Like, don't hit the button. It's red for a reason. Don't touch that shit. And
So
it's like, because if you
thing.
do, you're probably gonna get fired, like, off rip. If you just do it off some dumb shit and don't say anything, you're fired indefinitely. Probably never getting asked back. And I was just like, fuck, I'm gonna lose my job. I'm going home, never coming back. But
How long you been there for?
So, I mean,
Year and a half.
we're all kind of we kind of had like a similar journey. We all started in college and stuff, and we all made our way into blue collar work. Like, do you think like was that like a good choice for you? Like, how do you think about the industry of blue collar and uh, college and stuff?
I think I was definitely trying to just fill that. Well, I never really tried in school, so I'm gonna go try it. And I don't know, I feel like it was kind of just the thing where it was like I didn't go to college, and everybody around me had, like, everybody that I would like meet and talk to. So I like mentally was like, well, I didn't even really go to college. Like, I just went for what I needed to, got out, and then like went to go work in that field. So I don't know. I guess I just kind of felt like it was like that stigma, like you didn't go to school, so like you must be like worthless, like a deadbeat, like you didn't even try. So I was like, all right, let me like fucking try, let me go back and do something. But bro, honestly, I think it just had to play out like that because I wouldn't have ended up where I am, and I probably wouldn't live here. You know, I wouldn't like have the experiences that I've made here,
Right.
industry wise, because I would have met different people, but it might not have steered me in the same way. Like, I potentially could have just dropped out of the program,
Right.
like if I didn't see the value in it, if I went somewhere else.
Right.
And it's just the people that I have around me right now. I, I mean, I honestly learned a lot from, so I can't complain about it.
Right.
So college just wasn't my thing, dude. I didn't. I went for what I needed to do, got that, and then got out.
Right.
Like, if somebody wants to go to college and get this degree, that's fine. But I knew for me personally, I've never liked school. So it's like I knew I wasn't going to stick with it. And I knew whatever I went in, like for what I went in with, I was probably never going to do anything with it anyways.
Right.
I think the main reason why we all went to high school is just for football.
Pretty much. Like, sports was it. I mean, we didn't really learn anything.
Yeah.
We
Fuck
took the
no.
classes they told us to take, and then we got out.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, I don't
Like,
even know
but
where my diploma's at.
it's so jacked up now too, because it's like I was looking up. I remember when I was looking up. I got curious one day, and I was like, let me look up what requirements to do like a work from home type job. Because I was like, I have a fucking PC at home. Like, I never use it. Might as well use it for work. Man, I was finding like assistant jobs that you had to have a BA or a BS for.
Right.
For what? Emails?
To fucking type.
Like schedule appointments? Like, what are we doing? Like, you need a degree for that?
To make what, fucking $20 an hour at most?
I think the highest one I found was like 32.
Yeah.
You were working a 40. And it was like, you work from home. Like, yeah, that's cool. But it's like, you're going to make what? Like 45 at the end of the year? 50? Maybe?
Yeah. But I mean, dude, like that. So that's a big point in like blue collar work. You know, it's like jobs like that. They're so, at least to me, like people like us, they seem so unsatisfying. You know, you're just there at a desk. You
Yeah,
know,
because at the end
in
of the
your home.
day, when we step back and look at our work, like, that's something to fucking look at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you work a job like that, I mean, hey, nothing against it. There's got to be somebody that does it.
Right.
But if you're going to school to get a degree to do this, and then you're just stepping back and looking at a calendar that you filled out, like, where's the fulfillment in that, bro?
Right. And that's
And then
that's the cool part about. I mean, our industry is like it's satisfying. You know.
yeah.
You know, like do you, with all the stuff you do or that you've done being in this industry, do you enjoy it? Is this satisfying?
Yeah, man. I mean, I've personally never worked around like a selected group of people that I could say I could work around every day and like not have a problem.
Right.
Like, because we're all there for the same reason. We're all there to put food on the table, but at the same time, we're all there to get better at what the fuck we do.
Right.
We're all there because, one, we knew that school wasn't for us and we didn't want to work in a cubicle.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the end of the day, we're going to step back, look at our work, and be like, I did that. Like, I am the reason that this is working the way it is.
Yeah. We have such critical roles in our economy, you know? We keep things rolling. Like you guys he keeps shit rolling. You're building a plant, Philly, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Shit rolls downhill.
It takes a team, though.
Right.
It does.
Can't do that shit without the other one, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, bud. That was a good one. Let's see what else that we got here. Let's end it with something funny. So do you guys want to talk about? You want something funny or talk about the Civil War?
Oof. Let's end on funny today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
I've
this
had enough
motherfucker was
Civil War
about.
through the week.
Thought this motherfucker was about to piss me off.
Dude, if we didn't talk so
Actually,
long,
I want to end on funny, so let's piss Josh off.
Okay.
Fuck you.
All right. Let's go through the Civil War real quick. But
Hurry up.
shut the fuck up.
As things are between Texas and the federal government right now. Okay, but just to give 3 examples. First, the Texas Military Department, which, yes, is a real thing, has taken over a section of the border in Eagle Pass, one of the most popular areas of illegal border crossing, and literally kicked out the Federal Border Patrol, prompting the Department of Homeland Security to threaten to sue Texas, to which the Texas governor responded, Texas will not surrender.
Second, Texas passed a new state law, the first of its kind, which makes it a state crime to illegally cross the national border into the state. And this law isn't just a form of political theater. Reports say that arrests have actually been made by state authorities over the new law, prompting the federal government to actually sue Texas.
And finally, third, Texas has constructed its own buoys in the Rio Grande River to deter border crossing, even though the federal government said they couldn't. And then Texas started putting up razor wire along the border, but the Border Patrol kept coming and tearing it down, leading to this viral footage.
This time, Texas sued to get the Border Patrol. But just hours ago, the Supreme Court ruled that the federal government does have the right to remove the razor wire. In response to the ruling, the Texas governor stated, "This isn't over. I'll continue to defend Texas's constitutional authority to secure the border."
Oh,
Can't that
boy.
go across the whole entire border? Please.
Right. Not just Texas, the entire border. But, dude, so there's been since the Biden administration has been in place, there's been over 6 million migrants across the border. That's the ones that they could count.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and dude, I mean that fucking stat alone is mind blowing. There's cities that are smaller than that, like Vegas here. The entire metro area is 2.5 million people.
What's the lowest population per state?
Probably like Alaska.
Wyoming had the lowest population with 581,000. So
10x.
you literally had 10x of a whole state crossing from a different across the border.
Is it 6?
6 million.
6 million.
2.5 times out of Riverside County alone.
Bro.
All of Riverside County. Mind you, Riverside County is fucking huge.
Yeah, that's huge. Exactly. Like
Riverside County literally has 2.4 million people. Riverside County. Not 2.5, but whatever.
dude, but also, I mean, finally, fucking, the governor did something. But also, you can't give full credit to him because he fucking busts more migrants into our country. You know, like we can't forget about that. He put more migrants into our country, and
Well, it's also the thing where it's like, you know, they just kind of want to have a talking point, so they're just like, I'm finally going to do something about something.
right. And 3.5 years later, you decide to close the border down. It's like, dude, you should have fucking done it the first year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, they only do something when they're like, you know, they're up for re-election or they want to look good or They want to get some press so they can like talk about themselves more. Because there's also a lot of issues that he himself has like gone back on. I think he was the one that started with. He had like a proposed law or something that he had on SA victims and their like right to not have to grow and go to full term with babies of like assaulters.
Right. I think he outlawed it or something like
And that never went through. Like they literally like banned the right to be able to get abortions in the state.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, so they really only do like what's going to benefit them in the end.
Yeah.
But 6 million is crazy.
Yeah.
In one term.
Yeah, in one term, and I don't know. Finally,
and I think that supersedes like the last how many terms?
Oh, by a lot.
I don't know.
Because I think they only had a certain amount. Well, I mean, I guess it's just recordable too. But if they recorded 6 million, how many of those went unrecorded?
Yeah.
Because if you're going off just recorded numbers alone, and you go into the past like 3 terms, it's like X amount of times the that amount of people.
Right. Oh yeah. I mean, this has been the most in history. 6 million. But
I think they said that 6 million surpassed the amount that had been through in the past.
Wow.
16 years.
Fuck. That's insane. Dude, like we could, yeah. I mean, there could literally be entire states of migrants. How many?
Yeah,
came
Wyoming,
across?
you could fill with their population 6 times over.
Yeah,
10 times over.
Yeah, but I mean, like the American people. I mean, the American people are tired of it. I mean, you see stuff like this, like truckers. Taking our border back. Convoy headed to Texas border. And
It's just everyone's, like you said, everyone's over it, dude.
yeah.
I sure as hell am.
Well, it's like didn't the mayor from Chicago was like calling Chicago like a harbor, like a safe space city or something? Sanctuary city.
Yeah.
And then they started reaching so many issues that they started putting out releases saying, like, we're at full capacity. Don't come here anymore. Like, you can't come here.
Did I send you guys a video of the one about Maine?
No.
I don't think so.
Maine is literally. You think it pisses me off? Wait for you guys to get pissed off. Maine is building an entire, like, I don't remember what it was, some odd fucking big ass apartment complex for immigrants, migrants, whatever, to live there rent free for 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, but other places have already done that.
Yeah.
Didn't California start like
don't bring it.
Didn't California start
Cali.
Basically like legally taking over hotels to house them, plus paying them a stipend, plus feeding them. So like basically they were living here rent free and getting paid. They were making money to come over illegally.
Yeah, I think they get paid $2,000 or $3,000, and there's been cases where they hop back over and come back just to get the money again.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything of that. Holy fuck. 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, dude.
Can I do it?
Dude, for real, I was thinking about the same thing. Fuck. Let me go get some money, But not, bro. I don't know. I hope we don't get into a civil war, but there has to be a stop to this,
Well, the only problem is that the Civil War doesn't solve anything because the only people that get into civil wars are people like you and me. Like nobody.
Right.
Head of security, head of state, secretaries, none of them get in the war. They just stand back and be like, I was against it the whole time. Like people like us fight against shit. We get the shit end of the stick while they get to sit over there and play fucking Tea Party while everybody's killing each other.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
We're not really going to address any issues. We're just going to be the ones yelling from the rooftops while they're over there sitting, eating off their fucking golden plates.
Like I said, we're supposed to learn from our history. And history
we learn, but not the fucking people at the top.
What is that quote? Those who don't learn for history are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah. Was that Reagan?
I don't think so.
I can't remember who.
Who is
George Santayana. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. It's the same thing, dude.
Boston Tea Party.
Yeah, let's kick back taxes back down to 2%.
Right.
Yeah, they fought over 2%.
Right.
Kick it back down to 1%.
We're fucking over here bowing down for 50%. Yeah. We need it.
50% and $5 fucking gas.
Dude, that's what, dude, every time I go to fucking Cali, I'm like, fuck, gotta put $5 gas, $6 gas. It's actually not too bad right now. I think
my $30 tank would cost me $65.
Yeah.
Dude, Chris, when we first got that damn Corolla, it used to cost me $32 to fill up the tank.
How much is it now?
Now it's came down, but at the highest, it was like almost $70.
Fuck, for a Corolla.
For a Corolla. Right now, I'm sitting around
Yeah.
$50.
You remember
Just
when I
to
was filling my truck up with $30?
Yeah, and I was spending more to fill up my Corolla than this fucker was to fill up his truck.
That was pretty great.
Bring back $2 gas.
For real.
Dude.
Which also brings up a really sick point, because it's like the price to get these things hasn't gone up.
No.
The prices that we are given has gone up.
Right.
You could still get gas for the same amount of price. They are just charging you more because they know you'll pay for it.
Yeah.
Josh, in Cali, just in taxes, so obviously it's like $5 a gallon, right? So, but taxes is included in that price. Just in Cali alone, it's $2. So no matter what, you can never go below $2.
They could be giving you the gas for free and it would still be $2.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like we accomplished the mission.
Yeah, there we go. We pissed them off.
He's going to have to go to bed tonight thinking about that.
Right.
I'm just glad I only have to fill up once a week.
For now.
Shit.
Till you go to San Diego.
Fuck you, I ain't going to San Diego. I mean, if I got laid off, yeah, I'm going to San Diego, but
Let's
it ain't happening anytime soon. We got a shit ton of work.
Let's end this on a funny note.
All right, you sexy blue-collar motherfuckers.
A little premature, motherfucker.
Oh, well, you can just cut that out. I thought the funny part was Josh getting mad.
I didn't get that mad.
Yeah,
Just flipped you off
yeah.
about $2 fucking taxes. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's safe. They can't get through there. That's your kid.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm worried about. She's severely concussed. How's that safe? That shouldn't fit a kid's head. Your kid's going to fly straight off the back of this one.
Jesus.
Your kid's going to smack their head straight into that. Concussion, double concussion. How's that
Been there.
safe?
Multiple times.
That's your kid.
7 and counting.
From the metal slide. 3rd degree burns. Compound fracture right there in the shin. Where does this go? Severe brain injury from that height.
Oh my god.
Not getting through that. Severely concussed though.
Dude,
Bro, what the hell?
If I didn't see this video, I would never realize how dangerous fucking playgrounds are.
Still let my kids play on the playground.
I mean, kids can get hurt fucking standing in place, let's be honest.
Dude, true. That's true.
Especially if you have a head like this fucking guy over here. Yeah,
Yeah.
the weight's gonna fucking drag you down.
Dude, one time Denver and Andrew were sitting here running from the bedroom to the front door. And they were like slapping their hands to the door. Denver forgot to slap his hand one time. And slapped his head.
Damn.
Fuck. That's why his head's so big. It's swelling.
No, they both got my head.
At least they can't put their head through the fucking bars.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Hey, upside.
There you go.
I'll
Upside.
never be able to fit them motherfuckers in there.
Nope. But I'm telling you, 3 clicks on my hard hat. That's it. Big head.
Dude, I got like 8.
Nope. I looked up the standard size of a fucking hard hat. It is like 7 3/8, or it's a 7 to an 8. I'm an 8 fitted.
Yeah, and it's tight.
Did
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to get like a bigger one?
No,
No.
no, I got literally the standard size, and yeah,
They-
I make that shit tight, but it's 3 clicks.
Yeah, I remember my old coworker had to get a special one that went up to a 2X in hard hats.
Fuck.
I didn't even know
I'll
they
send
made
you
that.
the link, bud.
Yeah, please do.
Let's try to get a sponsor. Fuck.
I like my
They're
lift.
gonna run out of material.
I like my lift hard hat.
$50 extra.
For real.
I wonder
Surprised.
if Lyft makes those.
Probably not.
Probably not.
They only make them for normal sized domed people.
Couldn't be blessed like that. Had to be
Yeah.
blessed with a fucking big ass head.
Well, I got one. All right, you sexy blue collar motherfuckers. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. See
Well,
you guys.
bless y'all ear holes again. Come back, like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what y'all want to hear next time.
Bro, we're going to lose subscribers off of that one.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, do you have a fart?
No,
Come
I
on,
don't.
Queef Queen. God.
I
on,
wasn't-
Queef
I was
Queen.
drinking water.
Yeah, you bitch.
Oh, the next weirdo on a program.